Hey everybody, Dan and John here with another edition of Dan's Models. I've never seen this one before, Dan. What's this?
This is an HO scale Bachmann GE 45 tonner.
Nice.
It's basically a little, what they would call a critter, a small switch engine that would probably be used like at an industrial plant or something like that to move cars around the plant, or some other light duty like that. I'm not going to be seeing these pulling long strings of freight cars over Donner Pass.
Probably not even in the yard. I mean, I would think something this big would probably push around, 5 cars max or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of this model will actually handle, but not too many.
I mean a real one.
A real one? Yeah, I'm not sure what the tractive effort is, but, it's meant for light duty work.
Yeah. They have little engines like this up at Roaring Camp.
Yeah.
That are just little switcher type deals.
Yeah, a couple of them, yeah. So this is pretty much the stock Bachmann. Bachmann offers them in several painted but undecorated. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they're painted and not lettered. And this is the yellow version.
It looks cool. It looks real, like something you would see out somewhere.
Yeah, well, I weathered it, and I also added the numbers. I used a microscale sheet to add the number 45, which is very unimaginative for a 45 tonner. But I was looking at pictures of a lot of 45 tonners, real ones, and a lot of them were numbered 45. So I guess other people had the same idea.
yeah, probably for the same reason, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you figure some of them aren't numbered at all. I mean, it's if you have an industrial plant, they probably don't have more than one or two little things like this anyway. So it's not that necessary. But with DCC, it's kind of necessary to have some kind of an address. So I gave it 45. That number hadn't been used for anything else. I also added some details and the flashing beacon on the roof. It's got a Looksound Select micro decoder in it. It came with DCC, but it was just non-sound. So I added that. And I also redid the front and rear headlights with my own LEDs and fiber optics because I didn't like the factory job too much. They were not very bright and didn't look very good. So anyway, I think the little firecracker antenna is, and I have the horn too for that matter. I think they're Details West parts. Everything else is pretty much stock other than weathering. But this model has I'll show you, actually the speaker is right in here, and this is actually factory provided.
Oh, a factory speaker? Or
no, it's not a factory speaker, but there's a factory place for a speaker. That's what I'm trying to say. They give you a speaker location. So I think it's a 10 millimeter speaker. So not an incredibly big speaker, but it works pretty well. I think I used one of the things I like about the Select is they will use a 4 ohm speaker. You can use anything from 4 to 16 ohms actually on them, but if you use a 4 ohm, you get more volume out of it. So even though it's a small speaker, it actually does fairly well. So one modification I did make, other than putting Katie scale size couplers on it, was to remove the footboards, because most modern engines don't have footboards anymore. And I'm not sure, since an engine like this wouldn't be an interchange service, I'm not sure how much of a mandate that is for an industrial application. But even so, I thought I'd make mine a little different. Most of the ones that I saw that I found pictures of didn't have footboards on them anymore. So I just basically trimmed them off and then repainted the place, sanded it down and repainted that black part on the bottom. And I think I added some nut bolt washer castings.
You can see some on there. Yeah.
Yeah, to make it look a little bit less plain. But otherwise, it's fairly stock. I didn't. All of the uncoupling levers and all that was already on it. And this doesn't have any MU hoses because I don't think these are MU capable. One of the things I like about this engine is the side rods on it, which is pretty neat for a diesel. Don't usually see that.
Well, cool. I like this one a lot. It's very unusual. This is not something you would expect to see every day.
No, it's kind of a neat little engine. If I ever get around to redoing my small layout like I've been talking about forever, I would actually like to make some kind of little industrial thing where this one could, do something.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I guess that'll do it for this edition of Dan's Models.
Yeah, see you next time.
Bye.